With 2025 coming to an end, I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at my platinum trophies since I started trophy hunting earlier this year. Starting off, we did unfortunately start with a game that is currently unobtainable in H1Z1. Our first platinum on the account, Tour de France 23. Don't ask me why, it was free. I thought, yeah, it'll be a nice easy plat. Honestly, there's no guide for this game. It was hell on earth. I think it's like a 20% rarity on PSMP. I played this game blind. It was so annoying. Honestly, it took me ages get to win the Tour de France with like your pro. I didn't turn down the ratings on all the other pros, so I'm playing against like all the 90 rated. It was a pain. Honestly, don't know why I did it still to this day. Next, we had Rocket League. Fortunately, I already had a lot of stuff on my Epic account because I used to play this game on PC. So the collect 150 items, which is relatively hard, was, I mean, pretty straightforward for me. And I think it's a lot easier now to get this game because, as you can see from the time, some stuff did auto pop when I logged in from my PC account. But for the most part, it was relatively easy. I'm familiar with the game. I have over 1,000 hours back in the day on this game, so it wasn't too bad. It was a nice little throwback. I haven't played the game in a while. Moving on, we had Resident Evil RE-verse. Now, never actually played a ton of Resident Evil. I've watched family play it more than I have played it myself. I saw this one, the servers were shutting down and you could get a code for £1. And this took me 5 hours, which it doesn't have a platinum, but honestly, it was quite fun. Apart from the fact that I had to play on American servers because there was no servers up. Roblox, this took an hour. Again, no platinum, but it was an easy 100%. I was like, maybe one day I'll end up on Roblox. Might as well just get the 100% while I'm here. Next up, we had Cookie Clicker. I played this on release. I actually played it legit, and then my save file corrupted. And I didn't have PS Plus at the time, so I had no backup save. And then, fortunately, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to replay the game again. I had 2 trophies left, maybe 3 actually. But I was at the end of the game. I just needed all of the plants, and there was something else. Can I sort by dates? So I needed these 3. What was the date on that one? 4, 5. Oh no, I had 6 trophies left. Okay, I lied. But I wouldn't have been far from these anyway. The problem with the cookies, your game crashes on I think that's the PS4 version. I don't know if it does on the PS5, but you'd get a cookie storm and your game would crash. That was always fun. But yeah, the main one was the seeds because I was nearly done. I had like a couple left and my save file corrupted. So when they released the ability to just pop them in game, I was like, yeah, get me off. Next we have PUBG. Honestly, I had a lot of fun on this game. Relatively easy. You can just play the bot lobbies. Because you can only play, I think it's 3 bot lobbies a day. It's a nice little slow grind. Unobtainable now because the PS5 version released. But it's a good game. I like PUBG. Definitely would recommend. Don't think I'll play the PS5 version. Not really a fan of going back to games once I've already finished them. Especially because it's the same thing. At that point, I might as well play on PC. Next, we have Wolfenstein: The New Order. This was really fun. Like, I enjoyed the Wolfenstein series. I forget what happens in which one. I know I don't want to give any spoilers, but they're really good games. It's a bit weird playing on the PS3, because I haven't played on PS3 in 10+ years probably at this point. So the controls did take a minute to get used to. But yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. This was easier than I thought it would be. I think there was one checkpoint. It might have been on Old Blood, where I got stuck for ages. But apart from that, relatively easy. And then Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, again, pretty similar, carries on from the previous one, if I recall. Same main character anyway, the woman. If you've played, you know what I'm on about. Again, the main one you got to go for is I Am Death Incarnate. I just played on the hardest difficulty off the bat. I don't think you could do that on the first one, now that I think about it. Or maybe, yeah, because my time's the same, so you must have been able to on this one. I think you had to replay this one. Let me check real quick whilst we're here. And I just needed perks at the end. Uber. I know you could auto pop them. For some reason I thought you could play on the different modes. Maybe it's New Colossus. Then you got obviously Wolfenstein 2. Haven't finished this. Honestly, I started this as soon as I finished New Order and Old Blood. And I was really up for it. I was like, yeah, easily done. Get me straight into Wolf 2. Got nothing on me, you know? Like, I'm here for it. And then I popped 5 trophies. I think I played, I don't know, 4 missions maybe. Tennis World Tour 2 is doing my head in. I'll put Wolf 2 on the backlog. I'll go jump do Tennis World Tour 2. and then we'll come back for it. Now, as you can see, I haven't popped a trophy in it since, is this July? I haven't popped a trophy in it for 6 months. I'll get around to it at some point. I was going to go back to it. I think I eventually just said, oh, I'll come back for it for an alphabet challenge. Maybe, or I'll just play the game at some point. Then, obviously, as mentioned, Tennis World Tour 2. Never go for this game. It's terrible. Like, the gameplay is awful. And then this trophy is the devil. Like, actually the devil. You have to get every piece of equipment on both the women and male characters. And I think it's 1.1 million credits. Just under 1.1 million. The way to do it is you have to keep reloading like a match point in a championship final. That's the quickest way, if I recall. And even that takes like 50 hours, 60 hours. Then we have tabletop racing. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my time on this. I think it took me 2 days, something like that. There was some challenging levels, but for the most part, it really wasn't that hard. I thought I was going to get fastest achiever on this game. I think the fastest achiever did it in 10 hours, and I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, but I'm not entirely sure you can do this game in 10 hours. Because the race, if you first time every race and get the gold medal, I think it would take more than 10 hours. Not even going to go into it. Auto popped a lot of the trophies, because again, as mentioned before, I play on PC, so my Epic account was linked. So the vast majority of auto popped. I mean, pretty much all but one, I think. Yeah, all but these. I will get around to it. I have an idea of something to do, and then this is going to be in that. No, it's not a backlog video. Yeah, I'll get around to it at some point. It's just such a long grind. Then we had Battlefront 2. This took me a while. The issue on Battlefront, I was done for it. Let me see, because I'll have the date. Yeah, rank 50 was end of July. I mean, outside of these 3 trophies, I was done on the 15th of June. Just getting rank 50 is so tedious. It got to a point where I was only playing on triple XP days and slightly a bit on the weekend when it was double XP. Then we had Splitgate. I most played game for the year. Apparently I played 300 hours of this game. That's just not true. A lot of it was AFK time. And then I think I backed out of like 700 games. Well, 700 of my wins were the back out method. I just got bored at one point. I mean, you can see it took 2 months, right? Because I was actively playing, and then the servers were going down. I think the servers went down on the 9th of September. So time was kind of running out. I just wanted to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm a fan of Splitgate, but no one plays this game. At least on the original Splitgate, it would match you against bots. This one didn't. So it really was a pain, and you couldn't back out of games and then research. It would put you into the same lobby, which I get why they do it. No one plays the game, so they want to keep you in. But when you've got a trophy like this that requires plants or hot zone captures, the hot zone captures was the worst one. Was that my last one? Yeah, hot zone captures. This mode does not pop up much, and even then, you have to be alert. You have you could cap the whole flag, die as it's getting capped, and you don't get the cap. I've capped 99% of it. Just give me the cap. So that was a pain. But again, fun experience. I like Splitgate, so honestly, it was all right. More hours than I wanted to put in, but it was fun. Then we had EA. Honestly, don't want to go too much into it. Pretty straightforward for me. I've played FIFA for a very long time, so pretty simple. No, this is the only hard trophy, but you play FIFA, it's not hard, and then I'm pretty sure you can boost it. So next we have 4 guys. Relatively easy. Infallible is the only one that you have to put a bit of effort in. Again, that's really easy now. You just wait for a certain event. There's a bunch of events, I think, that can make it relatively straightforward. Then we have Need for Speed, Hot Pursuits. The idea was nice. Didn't enjoy my time. I'm not going to go into it, but I was just replaying a lot of the same things. You have to level up the corps because, what is it? I think there's 20 missions 3 times. Maybe it's level 60 actually. And you have to do every single mission. So you're just replaying a lot of the same stuff. It was, yeah, no bueno. Then we had Celeste, a really good game. Although I used assist mode for a decent chunk, I already played Celeste on PC, so I already knew how to play the game anyway, but I admittedly did use assist mode, especially on the harder levels, not so much on the easy ones. Kind of wish it wasn't a thing, I don't know. Then we have Stanley Parable, a very good game. I bet you can't guess what trophy I've got left. Super Go Outside. Maybe one day I'll auto pop this trophy, using the change state method. But for the minute, I'm just going to leave it there, knowing that I can go back whenever to get that. Then we had Delta Force. Was pretty excited to go for this one. I didn't enjoy the game a ton. It was alright. To be honest, the trophy list just stinks. It's really bad. It's really poor. There's nothing hard. This is RNG, which is the only hard one, right? And then it's not a skill issue, it's an RNG issue. And we had Anthem. Again, I think the servers close in 3 weeks on this. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A lot of people moan about getting crashes and stuff on this game. I had no crashes. None that I can remember, at least, anyway. Maybe I had one at one point. To my knowledge, I didn't have any crashes. My RNG was pretty good. I got this done in 27 hours, I want to say. There was like 1 or 2 items that I had to grind out. I think they were pistols, and I just wasn't playing on that character. Then we have EA Sports. Again, easy, very easy. Just had pro clubs to do at the end. And this, I don't have 200 appearances. I had to get someone help me with that one. Just play a co-op match. Oh yeah, this was the delay because the game obviously came out in September. Yeah, and then there just wasn't enough XP. Is this the one with the cops? Oh, this is the one with the rank 60. I can't remember what happened on Hot Pursuit then. This is the stinky Need for Speed. Unobtainable now if you don't have the online trophies anyway, but very stinky. Loon's Tower Defense, second fastest achiever. I trolled, honestly. I was timing because obviously you have fastest achievers 5 days 8 minutes, I believe, and the reason it's 5 days is because of this trophy. So I planned out every trophy like daily that I can just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then by the 5th day I'll have everything done. So I'd set it up where as long as I'm online to do my daily challenge, I would beat him. But there's no bar that tells you your actual amount, and it got to it was a Wednesday night, I believe. I'd just gone play football, so I was already tired. I'm like, I hope I'm close to this diamond crate because I'd really like a good night's sleep here. And the ball was going up so slowly, and I was slowly realizing that I'd messed up. So I went bed for like 2 hours. I played from like 2 till 8 because the daily reset to 8 for the daily challenge. And I was still nowhere near, really. I mean, it took another 2 hours. Wasn't really grinding as hard as I could. I would have missed out by 2 hours, probably. And then even then, I was missing Insta-monkeys. I think I paid 70p, because I was 1 Insta-monkey off. I was like, oh, yeah, nice one. Vampire Hunt, Blood Hunt. I can imagine that being a lot of fun when it was hot. There's no one that plays that game, though. Steep. Very enjoyed my time. Had to buy a special edition to get the Road to the Olympics DLC. Funnily enough, I actually did all the hardest races. The ones that I used, I think you can skip 4 races. It was the paragliding ones I skipped because I could not for the life of me figure out how to use the paragliding. Like all the notoriously hard missions where you have to dive through the little gaps with a wingsuit. I did all of them. Then we have Tales from the Borderlands. I started this, I think it's 6 months for completion on this. I started it in June, yeah. And then I was leaving it and then come back to do all the Borderlands at one point. And I loaded up the wrong Borderlands. So if I scroll to the bottom here, oh wait. Yeah, you see how I started with chapter 4? That's because I downloaded it thinking it was this one because I got to chapter 4. Because one's the Telltale and one's a PS Plus exclusive from like 2015. Then we have COD HQ. I will get around to these. There's a glitched achievement on this one. The worst part, I have this on my PC save, so as soon as they fix this, it's going to auto-pop. Atari Flashbacks, very good game. I enjoyed going back to these. I think it took like 8 hours, 10 hours maybe. But I went to bed, so I finished it in the morning. Is it Yours Revenge? Yeah, this was really hard. That was a grind. And that was... Is it this one? This was really hard. And this was really hard. This one took me, I think, an hour to do. It was... Yeah, I mean, an hour's nothing, right? But for one trophy, it seemed a lot at the time. Then we have Destiny. I don't think we have one more platinum, I think, between now and the end. That's crazy. Then we have Destiny. Gonna get around to it at some point. Very big Destiny fan back in the day. I'll do Destiny 2 at one point as well. Moving on, we have Let It Die. A very popular game back in the day. I'm pretty much done with this, to be honest. The only issue is this one. I think I'm at 21 captures. I played for 6 hours over the weekend. I got 0 captures, so that could take me another 200 hours, which I hope it doesn't. This I will have done on Friday. There's time gated stuff. Seemingly for me, this one's hard. This is a really hard game. I mean, it's a, if you know, you know, right? I think it's a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10, 300 hours. But then this one's probably the hardest trophy. You can just outgear stuff eventually. 6 Siege, just slowly doing this one. Did get hacked this week, servers. I'm alright at Siege, so it's really not that hard, to be honest. Then we have Battlefield 6. Pretty much done. I just need the revives. Revives, tank damage, and sniper kills, and then conquest captures, I think. Then RedSec. I played one game. I really don't want to do this. That's going to take a while, but I might have to brave it at one point. Then we had Skates, which is my final platinum of the year. Got this the other day. Admittedly, did spend £23 to upgrade to the deluxe edition, because I had 10,500 RIP, and I was like, I really don't want to keep coming on this game daily to get the daily, I forget what the tokens are called, the orange tokens. The only way to really get them in large quantities is doing the daily challenges. So I'd have to jump on for 10 minutes a day for like a couple of weeks. I was like, nah, just take my 20 quid. My time's more valuable. And regrettably, not regrettably, been looking at it for a while, but I bought DJ Max. I started this yesterday. I'm not gonna 100% this game ever. I already know that because I'm not that talented, but I'm going to try to get the platinum and then clean up as much of the DLC as I can. And then Overwatch 2, again, this is in the works for something else, which probably won't be until the summer. But yeah, I enjoy Overwatch, so we'll get that on eventually. Got these last night. Never really played on controller, was a big issue for me on Overwatch. Really good game, but yeah, I play a lot of PC more than anything. Not so much this year, but at least in the past. And yeah, that does conclude my list. Let me know what you think. Obviously, I only started in May 31st. Yeah. So that is 7 months of trophy hunting. 23 platinums. I think 27 100%. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. I played quite a lot, actually, honestly. I'll show you my hours on games real quick. 38 on, yeah, Tour de France, struggle. Count 6 hours for Rocket League. And I think I auto popped like 20 something trophies. So even then it wasn't taking me more than 7 or 8 hours. Reverse 5 hours. Cookie Clicker, unironically one of my most played games. H1, wish I didn't play it, but I probably wouldn't be trophy hunting if I didn't start on H1. That's a story for another day. PUBG, 40 hours, pretty good. Tennis World Tour, don't want to speak about it. I'll just have a scroll through actually. 86, that was pretty good actually for Splitgate 2. They changed the name, weirdly. 120 on ESC 25. I normally play the game though, so that's like not a how long it took me to platinum proper start. Steep, 28 hours. That was over like 2 days as well. I know life that game. Wolf 2, yeah, less than an hour. I'll get round to it, I promise. Atari, 9 hours. 200 hours nearly on FC26 already. I need a life. 37 hours on Skate, which is probably my best like time completion compared to the guy. I think the guy's 150 hours, so 37 hours. Round it up to 40 because I did spend some money to save my sanity. Rainbow, 25 hours, but I think like 20 of that are AFK, to be honest. Fortnite, 52. Oh, yeah, actually, it's probably a good job it doesn't include my actual hours from PC and whatnot. Battlefield, pretty good. Let It Die, big hitter. I've only been playing this since... I'm not going to say when I've been playing it since, actually, because that makes me look sad, but a lot of that's AFK time as well, I promise. Like 60 hours is AFK. And then DJ Max, 13 hours. Quite a lot, actually, considering I started it yesterday, I think. It's the holidays, come on now. If we did enjoy it anyway, get this to 1 like, and we'll do it for 2026. And if there's any games you want to see me complete, just let me know. I'll add them to my list, and I'll get around to it eventually. There's not enough time, but I'll eventually get around to it, I promise.